Nebraska Booze and Babble.
Season 2, Episode 14.
Coming at you live from the Nbnb studios.
Here at Nebraska Booze and Babble, we drink booze and we babble on about whatever we like to babble on about. Tonight, I am the bartender, and I decided to do something that we've only done once before, and that is wine night.
Have we done this before?
Well, we've done mead.
We did mead, which
Yeah.
is not quite wine.
Not quite wine, but close to wine. But yeah, so essentially what we have is 3 different wines at 3 different qualities and price points. The very first wine that we're going to start out with is our cheapest wine. It is a Barefoot Sweet Red. Let me grab the bottle.
Yeah, grab that
quick.
bottle, brother. So to be a little more clear on what we do, the rule is we have to drink all of the booze within the hour. Okay? So you guys can call us. You see the phone number right here. 402-979-6262. That's 402-979-NBnB. And all of our callers are also, well, A, they're welcome to join in on the conversation. B, they're welcome to pick a host to finish their drink. On wine night, that might not be so nice of you, but we'll do it. And do it early while we're doing the
so
barefoot.
nice on the first glass.
Oh, yeah, that would.
Yeah, the
if you
rest
want us
of
to be
them-
really effed up as we start this night, then go ahead and hit us now. But what we're also going to do, we're going to discuss the alcohol. Then we're going to go into some topics. We have a Twitter feed we like to talk about. We like to be critical about different things. And we love to talk about things that we talk about on Facebook. So
Oh yes,
let's
there's been
discuss
a
the booze.
lot of
Yeah, we've
drama.
had some good drama on Facebook this last couple of weeks.
So
let's
first and
describe the booze.
foremost, this is the Barefoot Sweet Red Blend. It has won awards, and it's apparently, according to them, a really good wine.
The award-winning cheap
So,
wine.
Yeah, award-winning cheap wine. So
Okay,
there we go.
and so according to Nathan, we're supposed to drink this warm, which goes against everything in my being. But
room temperature.
Okay.
It's not warm.
room
it's
temperature is
room
warm.
temperature.
Do you sleep at room temperature?
Exactly.
Exactly.
I sleep at the temperature my room is at.
Fair, touche, touche.
So yeah, it's definitely a cheaper wine. Has a funky aftertaste.
I was gonna say, like the beginning of it, like it's kind of grapes. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I just got, like, my mouth just dried out.
Yeah.
That was weird.
The first sip, not so bad. The aftertaste,
Yeah,
I feel like I have to keep drinking it.
I
to,
feel like the same actually.
Oh, let me also point out, neither one of us are.
Confirmed. If you just keep swallowing it, you don't get that nasty aftertaste.
But neither one of us are wine connoisseurs
Oh yeah,
or
not at all.
anything. I like going.
Going.
Oh, sorry. We just got a message from somebody.
Well, I'll
Need
check
to
while you tell us
Turn
what
up the soundboard a little bit.
Add some gain. I have my volume maxed out, and you're quiet-ish. Ish. Gain or volume? What do you think? Because if you take the gain too high, we get that background buzz. So Seth, while we were turning the gain up for you, because we do this for all our listeners, make sure you don't have too much white noise background stuff, because we do have some fans on in here. We are actually missing a host. We have a third host whom we shall not name because he has doth hurt his reputation by wussing out and not showing up.
He's sick.
Actually, he's sick, and his name is Seth.
We don't want him here when he's
We
sick.
don't want sick kids. at our
Especially
house.
not when I'm supposed to go out of town next week.
Oh, well, let's get into why you're going out of town, but after we finish the discussion on this semi-decent wine. If this were most other wines I've had, I probably would not finish this cup, but it is not terrible.
Yeah, it's not a bad wine. I always get the verbiage wrong. It is
like, it's really wet.
It's a sweet red. It's not really dry. A little bit of
Explain
dry.
this to me. How can something liquid taste dry?
You will know.
So is it that weird aftertaste that kind of dried out my mouth? Is that dry?
When you taste a dry wine, like you can definitely
When
tell
you're like,
the difference.
oh.
I can't explain it very well. I'm not a wine connoisseur, but it's kind of like beer, how that was an acquired taste.
Right.
I used to hate wine, and then as I tried it more...
So what you're
I
telling
found
me
more
is we're
that
going to
I
have to
like.
start going to a
Wine tastings.
wine week and a beer week?
Maybe. I mean, not necessarily
I
regularly.
feel like that will,
or, like,
will be
once a month, but-
regularly expensive because wine gets expensive.
Yeah, depending on the stuff
So,
that you get.
Is champagne and stuff like that? Is that a wine?
I'm probably gonna get this wrong, but I believe champagne is bubbly. It's a bubbly.
You want some bubbly?
Wine?
You need some bubbly.
Yeah, because so
So
like
clearly,
I know
even though we call this booze and babble, we are
you
not
can have
booze experts.
sparkling wines, and those aren't champagne. So I don't know the difference between.
So like, what's Cristal?
Oh no! I
Can we
do
Google
know.
this?
Champagne is made from a specific grape. That's
Okay.
like from like whatever region that is, and it's
Okay.
also sparkling. So
Gotcha.
that just like came out of nowhere because I remember googling it at some point. So it could still be wrong. I'm not gonna.
We're not going to Google it right now.
I'm not gonna
so
guarantee anything that's spoken on this show. We say whatever
we're
we
not
wanna
experts.
say.
Is what it comes down to. We're more like jack of all trades.
Yeah, we're Joe the plumber.
We know a little bit about everything, and what we don't know, we pretend to know.
Exactly.
So, I would
Like
to draw everybody's-
breastfeeding.
Oh, we're not getting to topics yet. We will get to topics. I'm gonna need another glass before we get to topics. But I would like to point out to all our viewers.
Are we doing more of this? We're finishing off this one, or no?
Man, I mean, I'm way ahead of you. So,
Well, yeah.
but I mean, do we need to? Is it gonna ruin the next bottle?
Oh no. I mean, depends on if you're a pussy or not.
Woo! Them fighting words.
As my glass. No, it's not snack time yet.
What?
It's not snack time yet.
I need the taste out of my mouth, though. I should have
Pour
brought
more
crackers
ice.
out. I don't want more of that.
I thought that's what we were doing.
I was hoping you would pour the next glass, and there would be very little left.
Oh, well, here.
Yeah, the one thing we will be missing from this evening that we have to counterfeit is snack time with Seth. So we will
Snack
have
date with Nate.
snack date with Nate.
Little sneak peek.
Little sneak peek. Sneak peek.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that aftertaste is just brutal, bro.
Yeah. It's not going to be full glasses to finish it off, so.
So you got viewers can make fun of me or not make fun of me, but I feel like if I drink 1.5 bottles of wine, I'm entitled to be drunk.
Well, what's the percentage on
We have
this
3
one?
bottles of wine. We are
This
7 minutes in, and
is-
we're about to finish the first one. So this could be one of those Kraken kind of nights.
They don't even have the percentage on this one.
So maybe it's not anything. I don't feel really buzzed off of it. Excuse me, guys.
No,
Excuse me.
it has the alcoholic beverage warning thing on it, so it...
I'm sure it has.
Oh, okay, there we go.
What
So
do we
this is 50% in between sweet and dry. So that's why it is sweet, but you still have that dry
Oh, I thought you
aftertaste
found
to
like
it.
the alcohol content. I was like, oh sweet, and you're like, it's 50%. I'm like, whoa, crap, and then you're like, between sweet and dry.
No. Let me just Google the alcohol content.
So while he's Googling, I want to draw everybody's attention to my chest. Not because I have breasticles or because I have a nice tight pecs, but if you zoom in here, you can see Nebraska Booze and Babble gear. That is our official shirt. If you watched the intro, you would have seen our 3 guys, a computer, and alcohol. So we do have these available that we can get for you for 20 bucks. Send us some money. We also have some Booze and Babble ladies undergarments. They're pretty sexy.
10.5.
10.5%?
Yep. Yep.
So it's like drinking a Bud Platinum,
Yeah.
which I would have rather drank,
But
but
so
just barely.
once we finish these, it'll be like drinking 3 to 4 Bud Platinums.
All right, well that's enough to
So-
get a buzz.
Yeah. There we go. There's the first one.
First bottle, Gonzi.
Here we are. And here I am. So yeah, we'll get this one finished
After
off
we
here.
finish these cups, we'll move on to what do you want to go? You want to go Critic Corner?
I have
Start with
watched.
Critic Corner
I have
because we were
watched a
talking film
lot
already.
of movies
All
over.
right.
I was just on vacation for the past week, and
When I went camping a few weeks ago, and I had a broken ankle at the time, so it was more like a couple months ago, and so I stayed 9 hours in the camper by myself, and I did like some old school films. So I thought that'd be perfect to talk about during Critics Corner. So
Some old school films.
some old school films, like 90s sci-fi, and some old school Jet Li stuff that people might not recognize. There's some good stuff. So,
See,
so yeah,
yeah.
let's finish this, and we'll get to Critic Corner. 'Cause
We're
I
just
wanna
gonna
say-
chug the rest of this.
Yeah, because I want to try that one. It's
Oh.
calling my name. Let's just pretend somebody said booze. It's kind of like hot grape juice.
I mean, that one, it's not terrible. Like,
I should have brought out crackers or something.
for the price,
How much is it?
that one I got for free.
Oh, well, fuck. For free. That's a baller wine right there, okay? Damn. I've had their that brand's pink something.
I mean, Barefoot's all less than $10 a bottle.
Yeah,
Like,
I think
they're-
it was like $3 or $4.
Yeah, I want to say, yeah, $4 to $7
Now,
bucks.
oh, you know what I do have?
What?
So if we get through these bottles, and we still are looking for something for Nebraska Babylon, I do have some bottles of Boone's Farm. And
Of
it is
what?
of
Booze Farm?
Boone's Farm,
Ah.
which is a wine, technically. What do you want?
Your glass.
Oh, well, you're pointing off camera. Can't be pointing off camera, bro. So, give us a call at 402-979-6262 if you're watching this live, which is Friday, September 8th, 2017 at 9:11 p.m. If you're watching this recorded, don't call that phone number because, well, you won't get us live. So, give us a call right here.
Hey,
Scrolling.
call the phone number. It doesn't go to my phone.
No, only call the phone number on Fridays between 9 and 10 while you're watching me on TV as I hold my finger 402-979-6262. It's pretty cool. I'm like the weatherman, Nbnb,
Why is it in the middle of the screen?
because it covers up our logo if we move it to the top. It doesn't cover up anything where it is now,
It doesn't cover up anything at the very bottom.
except my gorgeous chest.
Yes, your gorgeous, gorgeous chest.
Oh, here we go, having to arrange things in the middle of the show. Oh, how do you guys like that? Keep up. What if I put it down there? Then I grab you. I move you up there, and I move me.
Boom,
I
that's
probably
what's up.
make me a little smaller too.
Oh my gosh. So, anyways, the second wine, since we're going right into this, not Critics Corner yet. This is
Second
from
wine. Oh, damn, I
a
have
winery.
full ass, like that just appeared in my hand, dude. I didn't even realize you handed me that.
So let's go on ahead and taste it first.
Okay. Let me start with, it smells really good.
Oh, have you tasted it yet?
Yes, I did,
Okay.
but it smells delicious.
Because this one is delicious.
And holy crap, I found a wine that I like. No bad aftertaste. No bad taste during. How
Yup.
much is this wine?
Like 20 a bottle.
That ain't bad. I don't want to share with nobody, but I also don't want to down that though. Like,
Yeah. So so to talk a little bit about this.
yes, let's discuss it because I want to
this
talk about what I
is-
taste in my mouth right now.
Yeah. Here we go. This is Cooper's Hawk Sweet Red,
Where do they make? Is that?
Kansas City,
Kansas City?
in the what's the shopping district that has like all the fancy stores?
The Legends?
No,
that
in
it?
Kansas City.
Isn't that it?
No, definitely not. It's
Over by Nebraska Furniture Mart?
no, like Coach and Gucci.
Oh yeah, I don't
And
know anything
all-
about that. Do
Yeah.
I look like somebody who shops at places like that?
I mean, I don't shop at places like that, but when you go to Kansas City, you walk down that area.
Nope,
and,
I don't. Like the Power and Lights district?
Yeah.
Like around there?
No, it's a different
Yeah,
district.
that's where I
I'm
go
gonna-
because that's where Booze and Bevels go. Okay?
Oh, geez, I'll just have to pull this up. But anyways, this is in that area. It's a very fancy, bougie restaurant / winery.
Did you say boozy?
Bougie.
Boozy.
Crown Center. That's.
Crown-
Oh no,
I
no,
just-
sorry, Country Club Plaza.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about a country club plaza.
Okay, yeah, Country Club Plaza is where it's at. But they have, I want to say they have over 50 different wines that they're their own label. Like they don't sell anything through other people except for one, their limoncello.
So wait a minute, are you telling me I can't get this unless I drive down to Kansas City?
Correct.
Son of a bee, dude.
But we drive down to Kansas City for this wine.
I feel like I would drive down. So one time, just when you were hanging with me, you brought me some wine. And you were like, "Oh, you'll like this," and you went like to Texas for it, and it was, meh. This is good.
Yeah.
Is this the one you were like, "Oh, you're gonna like this," or is that the next bottle?
This is the one that I said, "Oh, you're gonna like."
Oh, okay.
This. The next one is a Moscato. It's a dessert wine, and
But
you're
it's
supposed
cold.
to finish with that. That one's cold, yes.
Okay.
You should like that one too. I mean,
This is bomb. So let me
Yeah.
talk about this a little bit. Like the smell. When I smell it, it smells like good grape popsicles should smell. I mean, just so good.
The nice thing about this one is that they don't do anything crazy with it. It's just fermented Concord grapes.
They're freaking
so
awesome.
it's naturally sweet because it's a sweeter grape.
Yeah.
There's not any like oak barrel taste to it or anything super fancy. I do wine tastings, I don't know, a few times a year or so. One of the places that I had went to, they actually let you sample anything that was there. A lot of them, they'll have like, these are the ones that you can
The sample list, yep.
Yeah, but this place, it was like, no, you can pick anything off the shelves. So I was like, can I sample that $200 wine? And he was like, yeah.
I told you anything off the shelf, dude.
So I was like, okay.
You're not the first person to point at the $200 bottle.
I want that one. Nastiest wine I've ever
I highly
had.
doubt. Like, for instance, I feel like Cristal probably doesn't taste good. It's just a rapper's fave kind of thing.
Probably, yeah.
You know? But like, so I went to the Amana colonies and did a bunch of wine tasting. And they're all like other fruit wines, so they're not grapefruit wines.
Yeah.
I had the worst headache by 11 o'clock in the morning. I hated everything the rest of the day.
Yeah, it might be like that for us tomorrow, but I'm home all day tomorrow, so I don't care.
I got bocce ball tournament at noon. And then I'm going to Iowa to watch a drive-in movie of The It. That's right. The next Booze and Babble, we will discuss The It.
The new movie?
Spoiler alert or no spoiler alert?
So at the drive-in movie, are they going to play the old one and the new one?
No, the next one is The House.
Yeah,
you know
because...
how long the old one is?
Well, I mean, at drive-in theaters, though, they play like 3 different movies usually.
They usually do a double feature, so you're looking at about 4 hours total. That's how long the old one is. The old one was a TV miniseries.
Oh,
man.
Okay.
Dude.
What?
Holy cow, this is some good stuff. All right, we're gonna get to something because that way we can talk. Right here at the bottom of your screen, you can call us at 402-979-6262. I would like, right now you guys can see our Facebook page. I would like to draw everybody's attention though to our website. So let me jump on main here real quick. And what we'll do is, I'm sorry.
Computer only?
See, that's what happens when you have somebody who drinks and it controls the computer.
Which is why we need somebody to run the computer.
So job opening. I will pay you double my salary to show up.
I will pay you triple my salary.
Oh, you're going to get 5 times our salaries combined to show up and run this computer for us, plus free alcohol.
Yep.
So right now, you can go to www.nbnb.rocks. Why is our website not .com but .rocks?
Because we serve our drinks on the rocks.
It
And
makes sense, right?
it was included
with our Wix website creation builder. So check us out. You can go up there. What we like about it is we have all of our links. You can get to our website. You can watch our little quick thing of our video here. You can send us a contact. You can actually apply to be a guest host. We like guest hosts. We've had plenty. We've had other YouTubers on with us. We have old episodes you can go back and watch. And then if you go up here at the top, we have Facebook links, YouTube links, Instagram links, and Twitter links. Now, admittedly, we've been lax on the Twitter, Instagram front. So I'm going to make a vow to tweet every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and to Instagram every Tuesday and Thursday on our stuff. You can send us an email. Also, along the top here, this is probably the most interesting thing to anybody that might watch our show. You can click on booze at the top of our screen, so right here. And you will get our different boozes of the night. So each one of these is a drink that we have had on the show. You click on it, and it'll tell you what we made. Obviously, so like this is Jack and Coke, right? It's pretty clear. This is actually a Gentleman's Jack. So if you look right here, you can see the Nebraska Booze and Babble logo. Came with its own little bag and some Coke. So this tells you how to make it. You can also go ahead and go to the next one. Strawberry Tropical Sunburn. And here's how we made that. So it's kind of cool. You can go through and see how we made each of our drinks. If you see one that we like, that you think you might like, jump on there and check it out. St. Patrick's Day, we had green drinks. The fun part about the green drinks was, for in case you haven't noticed, we have a green screen behind us. So it didn't look like we were drinking anything. So jump on the website, nbnb.rocks, and check that stuff out. You can also check out all the different shows. If you click on Babble, it'll take you to a link of all of our different stuff. The live shows are right now, I don't want to click it so you don't have to hear multiple sounds over the thing, but if you click on live show, you don't even have to be on YouTube. You can just watch the show. What's that? Ooh, that's a pretty picture.
I just posted a behind the scenes shot to our Instagram.
Dude, I said behind.
Behind.
I might be a slight bit inebriated. Oh, and right here, this is the important one. Be a guest.
Be our guest.
Now, this isn't as easy as just put in your name. You do have some questions to answer. Are you over 21? Because, well, it's an alcohol content show. Do you have a job or a hobby that fits the theme of the show? So, if you don't have a job or a hobby that fits the theme, that means you're not trying very hard. Because,
yeah,
I mean, you could just be like, I go to college, therefore I drink beer, and that fits the theme.
Exactly.
You could be like, I breastfeed in public, and that fits the theme. You know what I'm saying? Like,
basically, we don't want anybody that's just super boring and isn't going to come with something to talk about. Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
For instance, we had Katie come on. Katie Oten? I can't remember her last name. Oten? She was a cosplay artist.
Seth would know her last name.
Super entertaining to listen to and talk with. She was lots of fun.
Yes.
Also,
go check out her YouTube.
Yeah, you can check her out on YouTube. She's a local Omaha YouTuber.
She
just got married. I can't remember what her
Katie gets excited about things.
Something like that, yeah. I just giggled like Cleveland. If you check out the boxes above, provide a short description. So what are you doing? What's your job? What's your hobby? Why do you want to be on the show, basically? Are you willing to bring a six-pack and play drink guess? So we like guests to bring a six-pack of whatever they like so we can play a game. Available
That's outdated.
No, we can make. I'm more than happy to have them bring it. Available dates are.
Oh
outdated.
no, the available dates.
Yeah, the dates are outdated. But you can just put on here you're available. We'll call you. And then the most important question we have: are you a fan of the Philadelphia Eagles? You click the answers and go from there. All right. So check us out at nbnb.rocks.
It's like a built-in CAPTCHA system.
Right. It's our CAPTCHA. Is what it is.
So Critic Corner.
Let's jump over to Critic Corner. We have these neat things that we can do, so we'll jump over to Critic Corner. And I messed it up. There I go.
So I need to just list out all the movies that I saw while I was on vacation.
All right, hold on a second.
And then we can...
Let me get my booze.
Okay.
All right.
So, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Haven't seen it. We can't talk about it.
007 Spectre.
Oh, I just broke my shit.
007 Spectre.
I don't know what I just did.
The Accountant.
Whoa, dude, you saw a bunch of stuff.
Wonder Woman.
All right, we talk about Wonder Woman.
John Wick and John Wick 2.
I've never seen part 2, but I definitely want to talk about part 1.
And I forgot the other one.
Oh, I done fucked up. Oh my god.
Oh, I forgot the other one. What the other one was that I watched.
I'm not sure how I did this. This is probably entertaining for you guys to watch.
It's probably not entertaining, but well, whatever.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm partially inebriated.
We're both a little bit inebriated. That's the point of the show.
Oh fuck! I'm screwed. I'm just gonna have to hold my mic. All right.
Oh, okay. So
out of the way.
That's it. There was one other one that I saw, but I really don't remember what it was. So just real quick synopsis: Wonder Woman was a.
So we're gonna
great
discuss
movie.
Wonder Woman right here.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Okay, let's skip Wonder Woman and come back to that then, because that's
We're
going to
coming
be a
back.
lot
To,
of discussion.
you want to go down your list?
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Don't spoiler me, 'cause I
no
haven't seen it yet.
spoilers whatsoever. I liked the movie. It wasn't as good as the first one.
Wait a minute, though. Was the first one as good as you thought it was?
Oh, yes,
because
I've watched
everybody
it
was
times.
like, "Oh my god, it's the best Marvel movie ever!"
It was not the best Marvel movie ever.
What's
I've
the
watched
best Marvel movie ever?
times. The best Marvel one? For me, it would have to be either Civil War or Drunkenness. Captain America 2, Winter Soldier.
Really?
Yeah.
Going with Captain.
Winter Soldier was
phenomenal. Phenomenal. No,
Yeah.
not better than any DC film, but good.
We're not getting into that again.
But Deadpool.
Oh, I wasn't
has to
throwing
take
that
the
in.
cake on
That
Marvel.
doesn't take the cake for me though. I
What's
didn't
better
I
than-
didn't
you
think
Captain's
that
better than Dead?
I didn't think Deadpool was that great.
Oh,
I need to watch
Deadpool-
it a second time.
I would say Deadpool held truest to the character.
Deadpool had a lot of hype, and it was way too many flashbacks. Like the entire movie.
That's what the Deadpool does.
The
He breaks the fourth-
entire movie
The fact
was
that he broke the
flashbacks.
fourth wall and then broke the fourth wall again just makes it worth it.
Okay.
But okay. Also,
So-
the fact that they like tied in things they weren't legally allowed to tie in, like
That was funny.
that was fun, right?
John Wick and John Wick
Let's
2.
talk about John Wick.
Holy crap! How
can't
have
wait
I
to see
not
two.
seen those
I don't know
movies
how you didn't
before?
see one. I can't wait
Oh
to see
my
two.
gosh!
But damn.
Phenomenal movies.
So let's talk about the premise of John Wick. Man
It's
loves
awesome.
girl. Girl dies. Bad guys kill man's dog.
No, wait.
Man-
Girl gives him dog
Right. Girl
because
gives
he
him
needs
dog.
something to love that's alive other than his car.
Right. So he does.
Bad guys steal
Bad
car,
guys steal
kill
car,
dog.
kill dog. Man fucks world.
Yup.
Like, homeboy was
So-
okay with them breaking in. He was okay with them stealing his car.
Yup.
They killed his dog, and
Yup.
that fucking tipped him. He was like, "Oh hell no! You killed Snoopy. Charlie Brown about to bust it up."
What I love about the movie, and this has been out long enough, I don't
Oh
care
yeah,
about
no
spoilers.
fucks given if y'all get spoiler alerted on this.
So,
because damn, it's been out for like
It's
4
like
years.
the mafia crime boss's son that steals the car and kills the dog, and the son is all like blah blah blah.
He has no
whatever.
idea whose car he stole.
Yeah, when the crime boss guy finds out whose it was, oh, so there's a car shop owner guy that punches the son in the
That would
face.
be John Lithgow.
Yeah.
I can't ever say his last name.
and
right.
he's just like, "Do you know who you just
He's
punched?"
like, "I won't."
Like, really?
He's a chop shop guy. And
Yeah.
he's like, you're not dropping that car off here.
Exactly.
Hell no.
And so the crime boss calls the chop shop guy because obviously he punched his son in the face, and he's like, "Why'd you punch my son in the face? Your son stole John Wick's car and killed his dog."
He says,
"Oh, it hangs up."
like, that makes sense. You done right. And the whole movie, they're like, "Oh, John, you back?" He's like, "Nope." not
John
back."
Wick isn't the boogeyman. He's the person you call to kill the boogeyman.
Yeah. One of Keanu Reeves' best films.
Oh yes.
It might be his best.
I would say John Wick and John Wick 2 together.
Was 2
I
as
like
good as
better.
1? I haven't watched 2 yet.
Yes, there's yes, I would
Okay.
say
I mean,
I
I'll
would
take
say
that.
yes.
I'll take that.
There's they dive more into
The assassin world, it seems
yeah,
like.
and there's badassery that ensues.
Yeah, it seems. I watched some video of Keanu Reeves training for this. Like, he legit learned how to use a gun.
Oh,
and
yeah.
do obstacle courses and stuff with it.
That's one of the cool things too, is that this movie, it's not like he's shooting out 50 rounds from one gun. Like, he actually runs out of bullets, and they play that into the scene. Like, he'll run out of a bullet, and then he'll like take out the clip, throw it into a guy's eyeball, put in another, well, not actually into an eyeball,
Right, but right in the
put in another clip, and then like start shooting again. And then the second one, like, I'm not going to give spoilers since you haven't seen that one, but they play into him being limited on the ammo very well.
That's awesome. Love it.
But it's great,
John Wick's
great
worth seeing.
movies.
Critic
You
Corner
have to
says
see
worth
them.
seeing. What next? What did you watch?
The Accountant. So,
I thought it looked kind of boring.
have you seen it?
No, but I thought it looked kind of boring. But I like Ben Affleck.
Yes. So, The Accountant and Wonder Woman had opposite effects for me. Wonder Woman, hype was here. Movie, to me, came to here. It didn't quite
discuss
hit
that.
the hype. The Accountant, no hype whatsoever.
I didn't think that Wonder Woman was that hyped, but okay.
Oh, it was
just because the female thing, but like they didn't get hardly any advertising.
Well,
but Accountant was like
yeah.
advertised and then disappeared.
Yeah, it was actually really good.
Was it?
Like so I didn't like the ending quite so much. But he is like John Wick level assassin, and is
but he's also like Asperger's level, like
he's autistic.
Autistic, yeah.
Yeah, and so they actually show him like what he does to like calm himself down every single night, and like he has one fork, one knife, one spoon, like all this kind of stuff. He has plans for every single thing, and he literally is an accountant. And yeah, he just like he headshots everybody. Like John Wick is shooting people like crazy, and he's got good aim. The Accountant, if he didn't headshot them,
he's got like, if Batman were to shoot a gun, aim.
Yes, if the Accountant guy, if he didn't headshot them, it was a kneecap to get them to bend over and then headshot.
Awesome.
Yeah, like it was just headshot after headshot after headshot, and he's good at fighting too. But the storyline wasn't quite there for me.
Like the plot?
His backstory, I didn't like.
Really?
And then like they play his family into it and stuff. I want you to see the movie, so I'm not going to give
check it out.
too much.
I'll check it out.
The plot was fine, like the actual plot line that they had. It was just all of the family backstory stuff kind of lost.
Like kind of like a why he is the way he is kind of thing.
Yeah.
See, I don't even need that sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You could have just given us the character.
You know, like I don't need to see Batman's family die every time to know.
Exactly.
See episode 9, 10, 11, 12.
Wonder Woman was a great movie.
Let's talk about Wonder Woman.
I
didn't buy any kind of hype that there was. I wasn't going to see Wonder Woman because if you watch the show, you know I'm a huge DC fan. Zero interest in Wonder Woman. I even have a friend on Facebook named Tom Hutchinson who writes his own comic books, owns his own comic book business, and he loves Wonder Woman, and I'm like, I just don't get it. I watched this movie with zero expectations. I walked out on Tuesday afternoon and looked at my buddy that was with me, and I was like, dude, one of the best DC films ever made. The music was done so well. The acting was done pretty well. The character was done awesomely. The backstory was complete without taking up 99% of the movie and without giving me a bunch of flashbacks. I just got to see why she was who she was.
Yeah, it was just like the whole opening scene was backstory, and then boom into film.
I didn't go watch it because part of me was like, I really don't want to watch. I don't like prequels in general.
Yeah.
I end up liking the movies, but I don't want to watch what happened before. I want to watch what happens next. Biggest problem with Star Wars. Episodes 1, 2, and 3 come out. I'm like, I don't care what happens to Luke. Took my entire lifetime to get to what happens to Luke.
What happens to Luke?
He hangs out by himself until Rey comes. That's what I've got so far. What happened to Luke after episode?
No, you said 1, 2, 3. I don't care what happens to Luke. He wasn't in those.
I'm sorry,
movies.
because I'm kind of inebriated. I didn't like put commas where they should be while I was speaking. I said I don't like prequels. For instance, episodes 1, 2, and 3. I don't care, comma. But what happens to Luke would be what I wanted to know. Sorry. So it took that many years for episode 8 to come out, or 7? Was it 7? 6, 7, yeah.
7.
So episode 7 was what I've been waiting for episode 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
I just did. Now, when I watch 1, 2, and 3, I enjoy the story of Obi-Wan and Anakin. But I didn't need a prequel. So
I needed more Qui-Gon Jinn. They killed him too soon.
Oh, yeah. But that's why I didn't watch Wonder Woman, because I didn't want a prequel to Justice League. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It was just another story, and it was an origin story that didn't really have an origin to it. It was more of a, hey, this is why I'm Wonder Woman and why I stick around. And holy cow, was it good. Now, it took me a few minutes to get. It actually took me almost half the movie to get Captain Kirk out of my head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the actor who plays Captain Kirk is in this movie, and he's one of the main characters. But he's actually a sub character. He's not the main character. They did a good job of focusing on Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Ares, the God of War. I was not buying that guy as like a badass at the end.
Yeah.
He was a badass. The actor did a good job. The whole movie was just good. Like, the soundtrack was so good. Like, when they would start fighting, it went to, like, some epic guitar riffs. When she got up out of the trenches, and I'm trying not to spoil it for anybody but still talk about details. But she, like, climbs out of the foxhole.
That was the best scene in the movie.
Best scene in the film. When she goes running across the battlefield by herself. And then they're like, oh, I guess we should go, too.
It takes place in World War I, and
World
everybody
War
knows that
I
was
want to
the
be
start.
real clear. One of the deterrents for me watching it was World War I. They didn't have any cool fucking airplanes. They didn't have any cool fucking guns. They didn't have any cool fucking tanks.
That was
World
the
War
Great
I.
War, World War I.
The boring war. In the Civil War, they were like, hey, let's throw away this whole stand in a line and shoot each other thing. In the Revolutionary War. In the World War I, they were like, hey, you know what? We don't really, like, we can know how to build an airplane, but they're not very good airplanes. And so our bombers are literally guys dropping bombs out of the cockpit of their airplanes. Not cool.
Yeah, well...
Not cool. You watch the scene, right?
World War
when he
I
takes
is
off
when
and
they
he
had,
leaves.
like, the gas masks and the gas warfare and all
when
that
he
kind of
leaves
stuff,
that airplane, he, like, pow, 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 shoots all the airplanes, and then to destroy everything, he just reaches in his pocket and drops a bomb.
Yep.
Not cool at all. World War II? Now there was some quality technology. We got the P-51s. We got the Zeros. We got tankers. And we got... Let's try to take these bombers off of an aircraft carrier. But World War I? Sorry. Boring.
You know what we had in both of them?
America.
America showing up and winning.
You know what I loved is that was not set. Awesome. So yeah, I liked Wonder Woman. I think it's one of the... upon consideration, not better than Christian Bale's Batman trilogy.
So I would say I didn't like The Dark Knight Rises that much with
the
Bane.
last one?
Yeah. There was
kind of
too many...
But it was a good tie-up. It finished off the trilogy. Like, I didn't have any questions afterwards.
I would say...
Not questions about what happens next, anyways.
Yeah, I would say Wonder Woman is for sure better than that one. Not better than The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight is
one of the rare sequels that's better than the original.
It's the best
As a matter of fact,
comic book movie of all time.
I will give you... There are 3 in my head sequels that are better than the originals, including The Dark Knight. Can you name the other 2?
Spider-Man 2? No?
I mean, I'll give you that, like, but that's not one of the 2 I'm thinking of.
Oh, I don't know.
Terminator 2 and Aliens. Bill Paxton. Game over, man. Game over. One of the best lines from a movie ever. The late Bill Paxton.
Yeah.
May we all take a moment of silence.
Batman Begins. The thing, I love the movie, but what ruins it for me is the actress changing between the two of them.
Oh, I know. They took out Katie Holmes and her cute little half smile. You know she's my kryptonite. Cute little half smile that Katie Holmes has.
Yeah.
But you know what I really never cared about?
What?
Batman's love interest.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. Put whoever you want into that actress. Unless she's playing Catwoman, I really don't care.
Yeah.
Selena Kyle.
I didn't like Anna Hetrick as Catwoman either.
Who?
Anna. Oh, that's not her name.
Halle Berry?
No. In The Dark Knight Rises.
She wasn't really... Oh, she was Catwoman. Did she dress up as Catwoman? I don't remember now.
Yeah.
She did. She wasn't a badass. So she wasn't Michelle Pfeiffer badass.
Yeah. Okay?
Okay.
What is that chick's name?
I cannot remember her name.
The one that everybody hates her. Like, she's annoying.
Yeah, she ruined it. Like, it was terrible.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah. So I would still say Dark Knight Rises stands a solid
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight. I said Dark Knight Rises. Dark Knight is definitely a solid top DC film. Not better than Batman versus Superman.
And
Counterpoints?
Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway. So you just took off and like, you know what? I don't want to talk about why Batman vs Superman is better.
Oh, is it 8:30? Oh, it's past. Okay,
It's
so
9:30. 8:30
it is
when we did our
time.
pregame shots. What
It's
time is it?
time
What time is it?
for snack date with Nate.
The snack date with Nate.
So Seth usually does snack time with Seth.
Wait a minute. We haven't finished our drinks. You can't leave here until we finish our drinks. Oh, you're not leaving, are you?
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't mean like you were driving off or anything, but
Yeah, no.
let's get to the rest of this. I mean, that is some good wine. Probably not the best thing to down.
So, this wasn't planned.
Because we didn't expect for our partner to not be here.
I mean, we knew that Seth wasn't coming
Look, as a
earlier
matter- I
on
so
in the
didn't
day.
expect it. I didn't even set up the critic page corner. This is an empty Seth chair right here in the middle.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get rid of it for you guys. I'm sorry you've been staring at that the whole time.
But yeah, like,
There you go.
I knew that he wasn't here. It didn't click because I haven't been on the show for a bit. So it didn't click like, oh, we need to plan out snack time with Seth. So we were like, what goes good with wine? And that is cheese.
Hold on, I gotta put my microphone that I broke down.
So yeah, snack date with Nate. At least it's not as bad as it was last time.
What was last time?
Your
last time, the Asian feast was not a feast.
The green tea Kit Kat bars were interesting.
If by interesting, disgusting is what you meant, yes.
No, I mean interesting.
I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of cheese, but I need something.
Yeah.
So Seth brought
Last time.
squeezed cheese and crackers.
What kind of cheese?
Squeezed cheese?
Like out of the can?
Yeah. So I was inebriated. Dustin learned that I have left-handed ninja skills because Seth sits way over. on the
We've
other
seen
side.
these left-handed ninja
Yeah.
skills on the show.
Seth from over in his chair, he chucked a bottle at me, and I just caught it with my left hand. So, Seth offered Dustin $100 to eat a cracker with squeezed cheese on it, and Dustin refused. Because apparently Dustin doesn't like cheese. $100, dude.
Hey Seth, I don't like cheese either.
I tried that.
That's just insane.
Yeah, dude. Dustin is a different person when it comes to cheese, bro.
Like, won't even. I mean, like, so will he not eat pizza?
No, he eats pizza. That's the weird part. But he won't eat cheeseburgers.
He knows that there's cheese on pizza, right?
He's aware. He's probably watching right now going, yeah. It's a texture thing for him.
So then, has he tried cheeses with different textures? Because
Nope,
you have.
He just doesn't like cheese. Only he
Then
likes
it's not a texture thing.
He only likes pizza cheese.
So he likes mozzarella.
No, he only likes cheese that is on a pizza.
Jeez. Because you have. Okay, what about cream cheese? Like
Nope.
cream cheese on a
Nope.
bagel?
Nope.
How do you not like cream
Dude,
cheese?
he's a negative all the way around.
Cheesecake.
Negative. I'm just going out on a limb and saying negative. I don't know for sure, but I'm going to guess negative. I'll find out tomorrow at Bocce Ball, and I will let the Booze and Babble world know. I'm not a huge fan of cheese, but man, that hit the spot.
Oh yeah, this is really, and it's like, it's warmed up, which sounds weird.
Right.
But the cheese is like
melted in my mouth.
softer.
Cheese was delicious.
Yeah, like, and this is like frozen brand, like.
It's not frozen brand. It's like string cheese brand, but it's frozen. And to be fair, when I handed that to Nathan, he was like, "Oh, I will go so down on Elsa. I don't know how to take that." I mean, she's kind of an adult.
She is an adult because she had her whatever thing.
Her like 13-year-old. I'm coming out of the.
No, that was like her becoming the queen. How
don't
old
know,
do you
bro.
have to be for that?
I don't know. Do you want to build a snowman?
I'm gonna Google how old is Elsa.
I don't think that it will tell you.
They might have guesstimated ages.
So on the critic corner, that's what we're talking about. I want to
How
talk
old
about real quick
Is
some of
Elsa?
my old school films I watched. Nathan, have you ever seen Starship Troopers?
I did not. I didn't finish it, but yes.
Holds up to the test of
Anna's
time.
18 years old in the film.
So Starship Troopers holds up
That's
to the
old
test
enough.
of time. Yes, old enough.
Starship Troopers was hilarious.
It holds up to the test of time, though, bro.
Yeah.
This is an early to late 90s, a mid to late 90s movie. But when you watch it today, the special effects are good enough, like, as in better than Sharknado. But you understand that you're watching a 90s movie, so you don't expect episode 7 of Star Wars, right?
I
So-
liked the storyline
It's
of
a
it
good
too.
story. And, like, the things that happen in it where they're like, oh, look, they're complaining about why they have to learn how to throw a knife.
Yeah.
And the dude is like, why do I have to throw a knife? We're in a nuke war. And the
You're talking to yourself.
the trainer, he like throws a knife into the dude's hand, and he's like, you can't launch a nuke if you don't have your hand. Awesome. So I'm talking to myself. I'm actually talking to my audience. But Nathan got up and bounced out. I don't know where he went. But I'm going to jump over here to main with PC so that y'all can see the phone number to call in. But it's 402-979-6262. Give me a call at 402-979-6262. Tomorrow, I have bocce ball. Nathan went to get our dessert wine. That's where he went.
We might have some Babylon.
Oh, I don't know about Babylon. We still got 15 minutes of normal babble. I'm going to jump over to the Twitter.
We haven't even discussed our topics.
Hold on. We don't need to because the Twitter transition.
What was it? Free Trav Tebow.
Free Trav TiVo. So Twitter, we've been bad about Twitter. We have no Nbnb Q&A. But I want you guys to right now tweet hashtag NBNBQA. Ask us a question, any question, and we will answer it here on Nebraska Booze and Babble. So the heart of this show, aside from the booze, is all about our topics. And today's topics consist of, let's see, we have a Facebook page that only hosts have been given access to.
Only
Seth,
hosts and special people
special
have
guests.
been on multiple times
# Roy.
and don't have dread buns.
No dread buns. Death Note is baller, according to Seth.
Oh, we just got a tweet.
Oh, snap. Hold on. Does that mean I have to Twitter transition? 'Cause
No.
Let's just go here. I don't know how to refresh the
Click
page.
on notifications.
There?
Right there, yeah.
Okay. You're asking me to see 3 screens away, bro. What's it say? D Mac said something.
That's super old. Whatever.
What did it say? Do you know? You got the notification.
I think it said, what was your favorite drink?
Oh, D Mac messaged us too. Our favorite drink?
Mm-hmm.
My favorite drink. I'm gonna have. So
Oh, click in the search box.
for the fun of the show. So favorite drink.
Click in the box next to it.
There?
Yeah.
Okay. For the show, my favorite drink was Kraken rum.
There we go.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Kraken rum.
Kraken
That's-
rum is my favorite drink.
And
The only repeat drink. And well worth it.
well, I mean, we did Kraken rum and Coke, and we did Kraken rum and Dr.
But
Pepper.
the Kraken rum was the repeat.
So do we have to do Kraken rum and Pepsi next?
Oh, you know what? To be fair to Seth, he does want to have a Kraken night with us.
Yes.
And maybe that's what we have to do.
Oh, it's so good.
It's
Kraken
amazing.
rum is the best rum to put into
So far.
a black pop.
So far. And Dr. Pepper was the winner. Hands,
oh yeah.
hands over feet.
Kraken rum and Dr. Pepper was phenomenal.
Um,
I did like the rum and Coke with the lime in it.
Yeah.
Like,
But I mean, I'm not into the sour thing, so it was meh. But
Yeah.
I did so on Man's Weekend last weekend. I went out for Man's Weekend with one of our guest hosts, Roy and Alan. He's been on the show a couple times. I had some kind of whiskey. I don't know what brand. Brown sugar whiskey mixed with Dr. Pepper. It was almost as good as Kraken rum and Dr. Pepper. Almost. It was good enough, in fact, that the other guys I was hanging with took my drink and drank it.
Yeah.
So, moving on back to topics because we twittered.
Thank you, anonymous Twitter
So speaking
person.
of Death Note, did you watch Death Note on Netflix?
Nah, I don't have
Don't
any interest
waste your time.
in it. Yeah.
Only bonus to this whole show was the bad guy voiced by, I can't remember his name now.
I think the premise is neat,
It's really not.
but
It's pretty
it's
boring.
not. Okay.
I'm disappointed in the show. I'm told that the anime is way better. So I'll give it a try, but meh. What's the next topic? I can't read that. Oh, I want to skip any teacher beating stuff. I want to get right onto the good shit. I'm going to warn you all now. We got 10 minutes to the end of the show. We're going to discuss this regardless of how long this takes. Now, I was really hoping for like an audience of 5 to 10 people here so we could super discuss it. So what we're going to do, here's what I think we should do. I think we're going to really drill into the comments. Nathan, what do you think? Oh, you know what, dude? The comments were on my Facebook page, weren't they?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can get to those.
Oh, I shared it there, though, I thought.
Yeah.
If you scroll up, doesn't it have... Yeah, that's your post. Scroll down.
That's my post. Oh,
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
well, look at that.
Because that's why I shared that
Dude,
one.
the page isn't available. What happened?
Did somebody report your thing
Oh,
or
they
something?
better not have. That's a quick way to piss me off, is to report my pages that I'm using for Booze and Babble, bitches. So is that on my actual page? So if I just click on me, and then I go down.
Oh, is there an ad running on one of the tabs right now?
Oh, fudge. I don't know. Are they hearing things? Closing that.
Seth was.
Closing that. Closing that. I bet you they're... Oh, you know what? Because we jumped over here, they're probably hearing our...
Well, no, that's muted right now.
Yeah, it is. I don't know. Let me go to Chris's... Can you Chris Bryson? And scroll down. Oh, this could take hours, guys. I'm sorry. Well, let's start with... Nathan, what is your stance on public breastfeeding by women?
That's really quiet, and that's like I can barely.
It's okay.
So public breastfeeding. There are decency laws in terms of like not showing nudity. If like the main complaint to that is, well, guys can be topless and a nipple is a nipple. Fine. Make the law say guys can't be topless either. I'm totally okay with that if that prevents women from being topless too. Like, if equality, nobody goes shirtless in public. However, breastfeeding is a natural thing. Babies need to eat. So I'm totally okay with like breastfeeding in public and all of that. However, I just think that should be modesty involved.
Well, let me throw this out there.
Don't just take off your entire shirt and have like one boobie hanging out over here while the other
you're married.
Nipples
if your
being
wife
sucked
is
on.
breastfeeding at the mall,
she wouldn't do that.
But let's just say, as a man, your wife's breastfeeding at the mall, titty out, baby sucking, and homeboy over there, 50-year-old, looks like a hobo, is just eyeballing her, right?
Yeah.
Do you do anything about it?
It's her fault for whipping her boob out.
Thank you very fucking much. So let's get into these discussions here, okay? Hold on. Okay. So unfortunately, or fortunately for me, I'm a little inebriated, so I'm gonna have to get real close to the screen.
You put it back on the main with PC so we can see us too.
No, I don't want people to see me this close to the screen. So we got Denise here, who's like, "Oh, this should be interesting," but fucking Denise is I'll bust my titty out anywhere. Okay? Playing Circle of Death. My kid needs some drink. Kid sucking the titty. But to be fair to Denise, she don't care if anybody's watching either.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
The ones that I have a problem with are the ones that like they're whipping it out in public and then getting offended that like people are looking. Yeah, it's a boobie. Guy's gonna be looking at some boobies if they get a chance to look at it.
So
they make things to cover the babies up. Granted, some babies don't like feeding.
I want you guys all to look at this here. The article
That is an appropriate picture. There's
right.
nothing wrong with what she's
But the
doing.
article is, Dear Breastfeeding Moms, is it really that hard to cover up? Like, could this mom not have worn a blanket over the titty and the face?
She's not showing anything.
But I want to
that...
be clear here. I just want to set a premise. One of our co-hosts here that comes on sometimes, he said, "What are you saying your stance is?" Brett said, "You got to watch the show. Depending on when it is, he'll be here." My stance for this discussion that happened to take quite a few comments. My stance was I agree with the article. The article basically says, moms, I'm a mom also. I get it. You got to feed the baby. Why can't you cover up?
Yeah.
So discussion started off with.
I don't think you.
Do you disagree with that? Why can't you cover up?
I don't think you necessarily have to use the blanket thing because there are some babies that do not like eating under those blankets and they won't.
Right.
However, you can still.
I'm like, you can't see.
You can still
everybody.
cover yourself while doing it to where you're not exposing nudity, especially to like people walking by or whatever, or like depending on where you're at. I disagree with people that are like go in the bathroom feed your baby.
You don't get to tell a chick
shit's
that.
nasty.
If a chick busts her titty out, that's her right to bust her titty out.
She's
feeding a baby.
Yeah, there are like, for example, at the church that I go to, they have a nursing room that's attached to the women's bathroom. That's a separate room
But
that
if
you
I'm
walk
listening
through
to
the
the
same
sermon
door.
and I need to feed my baby, can I still see and listen and
yes,
participate?
they have a TV in there and they have the speakers
Okay,
in there.
then that's fair enough.
Yeah, so
but
like,
is your pastor gonna get mad if titty gets flipped out and they're sucking on the baby tip?
You need to go into the
Not acceptable.
Not acceptable?
It is legally allowed. So you can't tell that person no, get up and go hide yourself.
So culturally,
Now I'm arguing against what I said.
Don't
my stance
whip
was,
your titty
my
out
stance,
in church.
My stance was my stance was I would side with the article because I posted it. However, I do not side with the article.
Yeah.
I sided with the article, and here's what I got out of it though. I'm interested to see what everybody's thoughts were. Jessica Furness said, "I have been conditioned to be ashamed of my body. So my default thought is to want to cover up and believe other people should too. But my secondary thought leads me to a place."
Can I point out?
Yeah, let's go
something?
on the first sentence.
I don't think it has to be taken as
Shameful?
Yes, we're not in a society
feeding.
that is against nudity because
We
you
aren't
should be
against
ashamed
man-on-man
of
sex.
your...
We aren't against woman-on-woman sex. We aren't
Yeah.
against identifying as
It's
somebody else.
just being just modesty in general. People shouldn't be outside naked in front of other people.
According to Americans, let's be clear on that.
Yeah, according to
Americans, because in France
and I don't think
or
that's
Europe,
a shameful thing. I
Okay.
think it's just a modesty thing. So,
So
I don't
Jessica,
like
disagree
that.
with her.
comment.
I don't feel like. Well, do you feel like women our age have been conditioned to that? Are
Yes,
they still young enough?
definitely.
Okay, so
Definitely.
she's right.
And I
She's
don't
been
agree
conditioned. I
with
don't agree
that.
with her.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't agree with her being conditioned.
Yeah.
But I do agree she has been.
Yes.
She said her secondary thought leads me to a place of introspection. Why do I feel this way? Why do I? She gets really into shit sometimes. I can't read the rest of her stuff because I'm drunk. I wanted to know what Monica and Curtis thought because he's a dad and she's the mom. She said, "I'm 100% for public breastfeeding. I just find it more comfortable to cover up." Which leads me back to Jessica feeling conditioned.
Yeah.
I give
So
props to
I
moms who can openly
actually-
breastfeed, and some babies don't like being covered, which I get.
Yeah.
Sabrina, her child, didn't like it. I still would have out in public. I would much rather deal with public breastfeeding over a fussy, hungry baby.
Yeah.
Understood.
So I did ask my wife about it as well, and she thinks that moms should cover up too. Like it's
But
not.
do you have the right as a
difficult
bystander
to.
to want them to?
No, but like that's where I kind of want to draw the line is that can you scroll back up to the picture there that we had? So this picture, that is the same
you,
amount
that's covered
of
up.
nudity. Yes, that's the same amount of breast exposure that you get from teenagers walking
Yo,
with their
let's be
spaghetti.
real. That's less breast exposure than the average swimming pool in Omaha, Nebraska.
True.
Okay? I mean, just short of freaking areola.
Yeah.
Okay? So
My
I think that's
thing
what
is
big...
just not with like if the baby's only feeding on one, the other one should be
Okay, so I get where you're coming from there as an American. One boobie is covered up by the baby,
Exactly.
but if you have both of them out, are you just looking for
Attention.
attention?
Yeah. If the baby's not
Because
feeding
in
on the
America,
other one,
it's well known that the titties are a sexual object.
yes.
So if you have them both out, but only one's being
If
drank
the
off,
baby's not
that's a
feeding
sexual
on
attention
the other
thing.
one, and you just have the other one bare nipple showing,
Right.
That's
So that girl who decides to do that cannot get mad at my 14-year-old, and I don't have a 14-year-old, at my 14-year-old son for staring at a titty.
exactly
Right?
Nope.
Cannot
Nope.
get mad at creeper homeboy sex offender for
Nope.
staring at a titty.
Nope.
You got it out, they're going to stare.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. There we go. Like, look at you got that. I don't even know who that is.
Lacey Miller here.
Yep.
She must be a fan of the page. And all of her... So all I did was highlight... So check it out. All I did was highlight Lacey Miller, and all of her shots are of her titties. Okay? So that
That's-
proves our point, really.
Yeah. That's...
Jeannie Shipman said, I say moms should do whatever is comfortable with. I get it. My mom said we've talked about here, this is my mother. If a woman wants to sit in public and breastfeed, her baby should be allowed to. But she shouldn't get upset because people look at her. I agree 100%. If she wants the privacy, she should cover up or go into a closed room or stay home. There will always be those people that want to look or gawk. Not nice, but it's going to happen. So this is how I stand on most things. There will always be racist assholes.
Yep.
They are not nice, and they're morally wrong, but they're going to be there. You're
Yep.
going to have to deal with them because they're humans and you're human. There are going to be creepers who stare at you for breastfeeding.
Yep.
If you want to do it in public, you will be stared at. Deal with it. There are going to be people who feel they are more privileged than you because they have white skin. You have to fight up against it or deal with it. But it's always going to be that way. No matter how much we stand up for women's rights, no matter how much we become Europeanized to accept nudity, there will always be a creeper staring at your titties if you have them out.
Yep.
That's dudes. That's the way it is. Does it make it okay? No. So what I thought was really fun was Nathan decided to comment in on this. All Nathan says is hashtag free the nipple. Now we get into some fun times. Bradley Tyler here says, oh, this is interesting. How often have either of you two men breastfeeded? Fed. He said fed, so he didn't sound like a moron. So I'm going to open up the comments.
Finish your wine real quick. And
Oh, I got to finish my wine?
Yeah.
I was just coming down off the buzz a little bit. Here we go. So what was fun is, and y'all can read this. Nathan replied right away, and I sadly didn't see this in time. Nathan replied right away, I'm sorry, I forgot I'm not allowed to have opinions on social matters, because that's how it should be. If you don't smoke pot, then you can't discuss pot or vote on laws to legalize pot because you're not impacted. If you're not transgender, then you can't talk or vote about transgender things. If you're not Christian, then you can't talk about Christian stuff. What's fun is that I used to teach Bradley Tyler, his name was Tyler, in Awana, which is a church-based Bible study class. So he's well aware of Christian plans and thoughts and what so.
Yeah.
So yeah, Bradley here got quite into it with us and became quite a dick, actually. Even bringing into, like, I'm basically, his opinion is that we can't have opinions because we're men and we don't breastfeed.
Exactly, yeah.
Which is horseshit.
Yeah.
I can have a goddamn opinion on anything I want. I can say, I don't like the color green, and that's my opinion, and you
I
all
don't like
suck for it.
Barack Obama's ears.
Right?
Does that have anything
I
to do with the
fucking
color of his
hate,
skin? No.
I hate Marvel when it comes to DC. Because Batman vs. Superman is better than anything Marvel's ever made. That's my opinion, right? It's not accurate, but that's my opinion. So this idiot says the two men can't have an opinion, but my counter is I had a wife who had a baby who breastfed.
Yep.
I have every right to have an opinion on her
Same
doing
here.
that in public.
We also reached out to people for their opinions.
I didn't give a
so that
shit
we
what their
could do-
opinion was. I didn't
We
want to listen to
wanted to
her
know what their
bitch, and I didn't want to
opinion
listen to baby whine. So whatever takes those two things out of my life is golden. Your opinion be damned at that point. You know what I'm saying?
So real quick, let's go on ahead and try this one.
I want to hold on before you try it. I want to just close it up here.
Oh, okay.
We had one last commenter here who garnered some more comments. Her opinion was again that we as men had no right to have opinions. So basically, she got ignored. Then a person who I liked their discussions, Ethan, said, since you haven't done this, you don't get to have an opinion. Awful agreement. Or argument. Awful argument. Enough said. So then I said, perfect for discussion in the podcast. And here we are, 5 minutes overdue because we discussed breastfeeding on the podcast.
Yeah, people
Great.
can have.
Y'all are morons, okay? It's that simple.
Yeah, people can have opinions on whatever they want.
Yeah,
That's
we
an
wouldn't
opinion.
have a show if we didn't have opinions.
Some opinions
on
are
stuff.
good, some opinions are bad. No, neither one of us breastfeed, but we both have wives that have breastfed. And
I mean,
had
I've seen
two
girls
people.
walking around with like their tube tops. And hold on, like we should pop back over to us. But I have seen girls walking around, with their like tube tops pulled down under both titties out, walking with their baby like this. No shit's given. Fine, if you don't give a shit, I'm gonna check out that other titty. You know what I'm saying? and I ain't gonna stare, but as you walk by, I'm gonna notice. It's that simple. So.
He said the audio is Omaha news in the background. Can we just close out?
Yeah, we're gonna close out everything here. Sorry, guys.
So let's. Once you're done closing that out.
Everything
Let's
except our
try-
topics page is closed.
Yeah.
So we're gonna check out.
And then
So here, you know
you
what?
can
Actually,
right-click and
we're
do
kind
new.
of done with topics, anyways. So we're gonna
No,
close
we're
that
not.
out right now. We'll close that out. We're gonna pop back over
Because we
here.
still have to talk about DACA.
Oh, we can talk about DACA. We don't need the topics page for DACA. Do you all want to go Babylon with DACA? Because DACA's gonna have a combo.
We're gonna babble on with.
All right,
DACA.
all right. So here we are. We're past our 10 o'clock time. Let's try this last wine. Hold on. To be clear, did we finish 2 bottles?
Yep.
So in 1 hour, we finished 2 bottles of wine, which is
Yep.
equivalent to how many beers?
I don't know.
We're gonna go with 6-pack apiece. Just so I sound like a drinker. All right, so
So
let's
this
check.
is a dessert
smell
wine.
like? What's
It's
it
a
smell like?
Moscato. It's
It
gonna
does
be
not
very sweet.
smell sweet like the last one. To
Oh,
me,
this is gonna be more sweet than the last one.
that does not smell as sweet as the last one.
It's more sweet than the last one.
I like that. If you know me, then that means that is more sweet than the last one.
That's what I said. Is that was more sweet than the last one.
Bonus for being cold.
You can drink red wines cold.
I'm
if you
probably
want
gonna
to.
buy that other red wine, but I'm probably gonna drink it cold. Oh shit! I done effed up again. I thought that I cleared out all of the Seth windows, so the people didn't have to look at our open door. There we go. There, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's what that was. I was trying to figure out, like, why could you just, like, see random crap there?
That's called a green screen, and we painted
Yeah.
this room green.
The
except
inside of the door is
the door is
green.
open right now.
Yeah, but it's, yeah, because
Oh
we
my
wanted
god,
the airflow.
dude, this is so. How much is this wine?
This is actually the middle priced wine. This is about $10 to $12 a bottle.
I need you to leave both of those bottles here, so that I have a wine I can purchase from now on.
So the funny thing, and I'm going to go on ahead and call you out on this, because
Oh fuck.
this is that wine from Texas that you said was meh.
Is it really?
Yep. The only way that you can get this wine, it is
So I feel like you brought a different wine then, and you had me try it.
Vino.
You know what? I
del
might just be mixing up
Fratelli.
everything with. You brought absinthe and made me drink it.
Maybe. Vino del Fratelli Moscato d'Asti.
Man, that's good, dude.
HEB down in
HEB.
Texas.
Who owns HEB?
Herbert Edward.
Nope, it's Harold.
Harold Edward Bartholomew.
Harold
Butts.
Edward Butts.
I got one of them right.
Let that sink in. Harry E. Butts. Or Harry Butts owns
Yep.
HEB. So I'm not from, but I was born in California, but I lived in Texas most of my life. I love
They
HEB.
don't have other grocery stores.
You know what's
It
great about
is
HEB?
HEB.
Did you
or
see a
Walmart.
2-liter bottle of soda at HEB?
I only go there to get wine.
So next, I want you to check this out. Next time you're in HEB, walk down the soda aisle. When everybody says Texas does everything bigger, it's usually like a ha 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 thing. In HEB, you can't buy 2-liter bottles of soda. They are all 3-liter bottles of soda, bro. Like, no joke. If you walk down the soda aisle, you might be able to find yourself a 2-liter. It's probably more expensive.
Yeah.
But that's where I fell in love with my love of Big Red.
Okay,
Night-
no, Seth,
Seth
Moscato.
suck a D.
Moscato is a dessert wine. There are multiple types of dessert wine.
Which is why we had it
Port
last, because it's our
isn't
dessert.
the only dessert wine.
What did he say was?
He said a dessert wine is a port. OMG. ...
Well, it'd be nice if somebody who thought they knew what they were talking about showed up.
Exactly.
Suck it, bitch!
But yeah, so HEB bought the rights to this vineyard for sale in the U.S., and they're the only place that you can get it.
All right,
and
well, we're
they're
driving down
like
to Texas to get
they're
some
like
more.
Sam's Club or
No, they're not.
Costco.
They don't have a requirement. You don't have to buy a.
No, not in terms of membership.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I mean, like
I
they
should let him finish
buy
talking.
in bulk, and they sell it cheaper. So this bottle, we actually got it on sale for $8.99 a bottle.
Well, you done good.
Yep.
This is some good booze, guys. Holy crap.
So I did want to point out before we go to the Babylon topics, do you see the difference between a cheap wine, a middle of the road wine, and a nicer wine? Like,
So
you
yes,
remember, so the
Moscato
smell
had
of
the nasty
barefoot-
aftertaste.
No, the barefoot.
I'm sorry, I said Moscato, but I meant barefoot.
Here, can you hand me
Yeah,
that
let me
bottle?
hand you the bottle. So we'll recap booze here.
Yeah.
Booze on Booze and Babble.
This one, good for the price.
Not
didn't
good,
smell
though.
very great.
Let's
Had
be
a
clear.
bad aftertaste.
That's like saying Keystone is good for the price. For all our beer listeners, Keystone was good for the price.
Let's be honest. If I'm inviting a bunch of people over to dinner, do you think I'm gonna buy a bunch of these bottles to go?
Do I
through?
want to impress these people or not? Are
I'm
these friends or are
impressing-
these
I'm
my?
impressing
No,
them by giving
here you
them
go.
wine.
No, here you go. Are these my friends or are they my boss and his wife?
I have a weird relationship with my boss and his
Me
wife.
too, but
If it was my CEO that was coming over,
okay, there you go.
It's gonna be the Cooper.
Same here. I'm buying one of those two, not barefoot.
Yes.
And if I buy the barefoot, I'm pouring them in the other room so they don't know I bought the barefoot.
Exactly.
Right,
Like,
right?
This one, it's cheap. You can get a
Dude,
bunch
Nathan,
of it.
I ain't gonna lie, dude. I'm inebriated.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, holy balls to the wall.
So the Cooper's Hawk, this was the most expensive bottle, and so which one do you like better, the Moscato or the Cooper's Hawk?
I like the dessert wine.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know which
So-
one's which, but I like this.
Yeah. So
now, I'm telling you right now, if somebody said equal prices and both cold, I'll take the red one.
Okay. But
Does that make
this-
sense? Does
yeah.
that level it?
It's a more expensive wine. It's a nice wine. It's
that the red
really,
one?
really good. Yeah, this is a red one. It's a sweet red. I will drink a dry wine.
I still don't get the
With-
concept of dry.
With the right thing. Dry means unsweet, I guess.
So negative.
I will drink a dry wine with the right thing.
If you're a Nebraska Booze and Babble follower, you will know that me, Chris,
He likes sugar.
does not like sour stuff. I like
But this-
sweet stuff.
$10 a bottle.
That's
this
Bob,
is
dude.
the winner.
That's what's happening. That is
It's like worth it. Have you
That
seen
is what's
Worth It
happening.
on YouTube?
no.
They
Worth it?
try 3 things at 3 different prices and pick what's the
Oh,
most worth
dude.
it.
That needs
This
to be
is
a
worth
segment.
it.
We need to copy that page and do a segment that is worth it.
It's a BuzzFeed thing.
So I feel like we should copy one of our local radio hosts here is called Todd and Tyler.
Yeah.
I feel like we should copy Who's Older. We don't have to call it that necessarily, but for in case they have some kind of weird thing. But they do a like celebrity, like which one of these people is older whenever it's their birthday.
Yeah.
So each week we should find 4 celebrities, or 3 since there's 3 of us. 3 celebrities whose birthday was that week, and we should all have to guess which one's older. And then we should keep tally of that. And at the end of the year, or at the end of the season, whoever wins that should get to exempt themselves from paying for their week, while the other 2 pay for their week, whatever it is they want. What do you think about that?
I'll be down.
Seth, it's 2-1. You've been outvoted. You are the weakest link.
So Seth commented that we can't delete his comments. We can. I just don't feel like doing it.
Yeah, we can, but we don't care.
So the live comments don't actually transfer over to the actual video once it's posted anyways. So his comments will be deleted eventually anyways. So let's hit the outro with the vivisectors.
So we want to be clear.
Oh my God!
Whoa! Calm down. Simmer down, son. Simmer down.
Ending with the road to Mexico, and then we're gonna discuss DACA.
Give me a high five on that. Okay. So y'all, I want y'all to know that we love the vivisectors.
Oh my gosh.
They are our intro band, and they are our outro band. I want y'all to enjoy this song by the vivisectors. The name of it is
Road to Mexico.
Road to Mexico. Search us on Facebook at NE Booze and Babble on Instagram and at NE Booze and Babble on Twitter. You can follow us on all three of our Instagrams, all three of our social medias. We promise to be better at Booze and Babble on Instagram
and
Booze
check
and Babble
out
on Twitter,
nbnb.rocks, our website,
because we take
we
our
serve our
drinks
on the rocks and we rock.
All right, so y'all, we're gonna throw back to the vivisectors because with the vivisectors, we always get some amazing music. And welcome into Nebraska Babylon, where we have got inebriated. And we are now just babbling on.
So
about
we're both we're one bottle each and of wine essentially.
A bottle and a quarter, I'd say.
Split.
A bottle and a quarter.
Do we want to finish these?
Let's finish these drinks.
Okay.
Babylon. Let's get to Babylon here, bro. Whew. That is some damn good wine. Wow, I can't even type on my phone because I am just out of it. Jesus, hit the U. So I'm very big on not sending things like the letter R for the word A-R-E. But like I'm at the point where I'm like, are you there? And I'm just like, R-U-T-H-R.
I never liked that.
That shit pisses me off.
Even in high school.
Well, you're dating us because your high school and my high school are very different. There were no text messaging in my high school. So for our Babylon viewers, how old are you, Nathan?
27.
And I'm 35. So when I was in high school, we didn't have cell phones. I graduated in the year 2000.
I graduated.
The rich kids had cell phones. There was no such thing as a text message or unlimited data, but there was such a thing as the Nokia cell phone with Snake. I hope that was a good pick so we can put it on there without having to get the pick box out. Oh my.
Dead air. Dead air.
We got dead air? What do you mean dead air?
Because it's quiet while I'm typing.
Oh, I'm talking. I'm talking while he's typing. I got a message from Mariah. She says, I'm awake.
Mariah.
Are you watching us? Since I'm drunk.
Is Mariah Hispanic?
No.
Oh, okay.
Super cute though. Which is all
There we go.
that really matters with the listener, right? We'll take ugly listeners too.
We'll take any listeners if we're being completely
Do we have any?
honest,
How many
like
viewers do we have concurrently right now? Does it say?
50,000.
50,000.
50,000.
We have 50,000 viewers.
Yep.
So I want you all to know. Booze and Babble shirts are $20. Booze and Babble panties
what's 20
are
times 50,000.
Oh, I'm gonna give them a discount. Let's make it $10.
Panties are discounted if you
5.
send a picture wearing them.
I will send you a free pair of panties if you send a picture wearing them, but you can only send the butt side that says, or the whichever side says, our website. And you have to hashtag that on Instagram.
Yeah.
So all you got to do is email us, go to
Free Trav Tebow.
nbnb.rocks, and you may order a free pair of Booze and Babble underwear, and we will send it to you. Any size you just pick, and if you hashtag that, I take that back, not any size. I'm being told no. Nathan?
So, just to clarify, do we want someone like Alan getting a free pair of panties?
Negative.
Okay.
All right,
So,
we are gonna be
distinct
sexist here. Check it out, everybody. You may email us
biologically
at
born a female.
no. nbnb.rocks. You must be born a female. Sizes small, medium, large, or extra large. Because that's all I got. I ain't hating on the big honeys.
Exception if we can't tell.
Right, you could just ask for one. I mean, if you're extra large, but you fit in a large, I'll let you post pics. You have to. I will send you a free pair of panties with the Nbnb logos on them. I need pictures from the front and the back because we have www.nbnb.rocks across the back, and we have the Booze and Babble logo on the front. So, all you have to do is go to nbnb.rocks.
R-O-C-K in the USA.
That's not it. ROCKS, because we like our drinks on the rocks. So nbnb.rocks. Send us an email, and I will mail you a pair of official Nebraska Booze and Babble panties.
Especially if you live in Wyoming.
Who's
Or
in Wyoming?
Montana.
Montana? What are you talking about? I can't remember her name off the top of my head. I feel like a dick. What's her name? Katie.
Wait, she has the same name as Katie?
Yeah, that girl has the same name as our Katie that we love.
Oh, interesting. So, for those of you, so the video gets split into two different things. So unless you're watching live, you probably will not have caught it. But our outro song that we
Hold
use
on,
for
I'll
our
play it
outro
for you
video
guys.
is called. Okay, I want to hear your opinion first.
So, we're gonna have to go to Maine with PCs so people have the phone
There's
number.
nothing on the PC.
People, I know, but we'll
Oh,
have to pop
the
it up
phone
'cause
number.
I want
is
the
on
phone number to be
Ah,
there.
okay.
And so, here's what I
Just
want.
Google DACA.
Can you do that kind of stuff?
Oh, click it again.
we-
Click it again.
Damn it, we're on fucking. What are we on? Bing.
Yes.
BTS. Bing that shit. So.
Okay, there we go. And then click on images.
Dude,
I don't
fuck.
have the mouse.
Fuck,
Give me the wireless
No, you're
mouse.
fucking here. Take this shit. I'm fucking.
Thank you.
I'm putting my mic down.
I just want like a nice oh wait, here we go. I don't want it. Tools, usage rights, labeled for reuse. I don't want any of that crap.
So you want to know where I stand on DACA and President Trump, whether you like it or not,
boom,
President of the United States, has decided that DACA, which is short for
Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals.
So what's the first word?
Deferred.
As in not indefinite, but deferred.
Yep.
So he has put a finality
On the deferment?
The deferment. He has said you have 6 more months of your deferment that President Obama, #thanks Obama, gave you.
Yep.
Obama stepped outside of his ability as a president. Well, no. Okay, so let me rephrase this. Obama exercised his ability as a president and ordered the DACA laws into place. President Trump, damn it, Donald, put a finality to that. He said from this point on, which was this week, you have 6 months to become a legalized citizen of the United States, and the Dreamer program, or DACA, is canceled. Congress needs to come up with a better effing solution. That's me paraphrasing, damn it, Donalds.
So, 100% in agreement there. The president is not supposed to write laws. Congress
But he can.
is supposed
But
to.
let's be clear, though. Legally, he can. He's not a monarchy, but he does have executive
Congress
order.
can shoot him down.
But nobody shot
Because of
Obama
the
down.
checks and
I'm
balances.
defending Obama. Fuck. I'm defending Obama. He had the legality to create the law, and
To
nobody
create
shot
the
him down.
executive order.
The executive order, which became law, or
No.
the law of the land.
Yeah.
So not an actual law, but the law of the land. And Congress did nothing to repeal it or stop it. So we have been operating for 8 years. Whereas if you're a child under 18 who has been brought into the United States illegally with an adult, your parent, who illegally immigrated to the United States, you, not your parent, are allowed to be here, get a job, have welfare, have insurance, etc. You're a legalized semi-citizen of the United States of America. What Trump did was he said, done with this program. In 6 months, Congress better come up with a better solution, or I'm deporting. He didn't say or, but I'm putting in, or everybody's available for deportation. The staff said, we're not targeting Dreamers. ICE is not targeting Dreamers. But if you happen to be in a raid as a Dreamer, and
You're
you
no
are not a
longer gonna be
legalized citizen,
deferred.
you are no longer a deferred citizen of the United States, you're deported. Get citizenized, bitches. God damn it.
So,
Go ahead.
Okay, so I have a very varied opinion on this, and it's probably not even going to come across as set in stone by the time I'm finished speaking.
Let me get my wine.
I know a lot of people who have immigrated legally from Africa.
And it's expensive.
That is where the basis of my opinion comes from, is that...
Let me stop you real quick. I work with a lot of people who are related to or have friends that are Dreamers from Mexico. Continue.
So I understand that our immigration system is messed up. It does need to be fixed. And I would actually commend Trump for lighting a fire on Congress to finally get something done. Whether or not they do is a whole nother question. But the fact that, like, he came up with something, or his team, whoever, came up with something that would actually push Congress to finally get something done, I think is remarkable.
Let me pause you there. I've seen comments complaining about how much workload Congress has. This is a whole nother Babylon topic, but the workload on Congress is 120 some days. So no fucks given about you bitches complaining about having to do work while we pay for your lifetime benefits.
Exactly.
As a Congress member. I don't give a shit how much work the president put on you. Fucking figure it out. Continue.
So, in terms of the kids who were brought over, the kids weren't old enough to comprehend that what they were doing was illegal. I don't necessarily think that they should be punished for those actions. However, we should not also encourage illegal immigration in general.
Wait. I'm sorry. I was typing while you said that. Repeat that last sentence. You think the kids that are what?
The kids that were brought over by their parents that were minors when it happened.
Right. They had no choice in the matter.
Yes. The part where it gets a little bit gray is once they're adults and they still haven't taken the actions to become citizens. Like, don't deport anybody under 18. Like, if you're a minor...
Sorry. So here's my counter to that.
Yeah.
If your mom and dad, and let's pretend you're 15.
Yeah.
If your mom and dad sneak into Disney World and they bring you with them, is it fair for Disney World to kick you out along with your mom and dad?
The difference.
Just answer the question. Don't say there's a difference. Is it
No,
fair
because
or legal
because
for
there
Disney
is
World
a
to do it?
difference. Are you living in Disney World, or
It
are
doesn't
you
matter.
It
Were you
does
legally allowed to be in Disney World just because your parents illegally got you in?
No, you were not.
Then
Your
they
whole
kick you out
family
and
would
nobody can be
kicked
mad
out.
about it, right?
You have some place to go. Like
It doesn't. You have the outside of their fucking gates. Disney World doesn't give a fuck where you go.
But you still have a home. Like,
No, you
Go
don't.
back to your home.
Disney World
with
says
Disney World.
you're here to enjoy Disney World, but you illegally broke into our business.
Yes.
You and your child get the fuck out. We don't
Yes.
care where you go after that.
Yes, but they're
So
going
the
back
United
to,
States
they're going back to their house.
To draw that line, no,
wherever
they're not.
they
They're
live
just
in.
going outside the gates. Disney World's done thinking about it.
Yes.
So the United States, as morally or immorally correctly as they can say, are saying, hey, you illegally came here. You and your family get the fuck out. We don't care where you go after the gates close. It's not nice.
You can come back in.
It's not nice. Buy a ticket and you can come the fuck back in.
Yeah.
Now,
So-
America doesn't sell tickets, but it ain't cheap to be a citizen. I get it.
This is the flip side of the coin too, and I know somebody somewhere is probably going to take offense to this comparison, but what I kind of liken it to is debt, and just hear me out. Here
I'm
for a
listening.
sec.
I'm listening.
So you
You
accumulated
liking what
debt.
as debt? Hold on. You're likening
Coming
the
into the
illegalness
country
of
illegally.
entering our country as debt in crude?
Let me.
Okay,
let
I'm
me-
following.
okay.
I just want to be clear.
You come into the country illegally. It's something you need to get taken
So
care
just
of
to be
at
clear,
some point in time.
Mr. Powell, Senor Powell, illegally crosses the Rio Grande and comes into Texas.
Yes. They done something wrong.
And he brings
That's
his
eventually going to
5-year-old
come
with him.
back and bite them in the butt. You
Now,
accumulated debt.
I want
that
to stop
you
right there,
stopped
though.
paying.
Wait, I want to stop right there, though. Mr. Powell brings his illegal 5-year-old daughter along with him because, and I want to be real clear, I get it. Because no matter how shitty a life with no money, no place to live, and no legality in America is, it's better than the life he had in Mexico. I get it. I really do. As much as a person who's never been in poverty can understand, I understand. However, I have never murdered somebody, whether they deserved it or not. I understand why you would murder somebody, but murder is wrong. So, they came to America illegally.
Yes. So you accumulated debt.
They
It's
accrued debt
something-
without the creditor approving it.
Yeah. Without the creditor approving it, whatever. But you stopped making payments on that debt. Now you're up.
No.
for collections.
They didn't stop making payments.
No. Stop
Okay,
cutting me off.
okay, go ahead.
Stop cutting me off. What I am getting to is that you have known this entire time that you've been here that you were in the wrong. I have known this entire time that I had this debt. I could have done something 2 years ago, 3 years
Well,
ago,
so
whatever.
the person who
to
came here
try and-
illegally did not know that.
How do they not know that they came
They
here
accrued
illegally?
an unauthorized debt. The child accrued an authorized deferment of debt, which they then
You're
had.
being too technical with the words.
No, I'm not.
But you keep cutting me off, and
Okay,
you're being too
finish.
technical
I'll let you
on
finish.
the
Go
words.
ahead. Go ahead.
My whole point is that, like, you did something wrong. You have known this entire time that you did something wrong, and you've had the time to try and correct it, but you haven't taken actions to correct it. When the collections department finally takes you to court and they're like, we're going to garnish your wages, blah, 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 well, the Reapers come and they're collecting on that debt. When you get deported, they're collecting on that.
And
like,
they're
that's
collecting your
sorry.
kids too.
Yeah, sorry, but that's how it is. You could have taken care of it.
Okay.
You should have taken care of
I'm
it
glad
a
I
long
allowed
time
you to
ago.
finish that whole sentence.
So, like, I'm sorry, it sucks,
Yes.
but there are legal steps and legal actions to take to come into the country legally, and that's what people need to do.
And it's even easier for you children who were illegally brought here as dreamers. You've had at least 8 years, and you have another 6 months to figure your shit out. Okay?
Yeah. But
Fuck.
again, prefacing, under 18, I'm like, so under 18, if they're being deported with a parent or guardian, like that's their actual legal parent or guardian, then okay, keep their families together. If they're under 18 and for whatever reason don't have a legal parent or guardian, I don't say just send them back to Mexico.
Well,
like,
no. I might differ with you there.
You can differ
What
with me
happened
there.
to their
then.
legal guardian?
I don't know.
Did they get deported for illegally being here? So they were never actually legally a guardian? I mean, let's be real. Did they die? Because that's different. I might give you a break there. But if you were a legal mama, brought you into this country illegally, and she got legally deported, you're gone too,
is
bro.
Is there anybody that's... Yeah, I don't know. But...
No, there's not... I don't know.
You gotta take care of minors.
So like, no, you don't. You don't. You have to take care of American minors.
As
No,
a
it's
advanced
harsh.
society.
We're not an advanced society. We're human beings.
We
and
are
there's
an
nothing
advanced
advanced about human
society.
beings. Human beings are base level animals.
You cannot just send a minor somewhere.
Which
on
is why
their
we've
own.
given them 8 years under DACA to get their shit figured out.
Well,
So
yes,
if you were
to
1
get-
years old as
so-
an 8-year-old, I might have some leeway. But if you were 8-year-old as a 16-year-old, get
So
your
I
shit
guess
figured
I
out.
guess to clarify, if it was something like sending them to what's it called? Like Mexico foster care. Do they even have foster
I don't
care? in
fucking know
Mexico?
because I don't care because it's not my country.
But
and that's fucked up
that's
to say.
that's the point.
It's
though.
mean to say, but I don't know.
This is where we're
They're
going to
going to a worse situation. I get it.
Yes, they're going to a worse situation, but a minor has to go to a situation that
With
is
their
at
parents.
least healthy and safe.
With their parents.
With their parents.
So if parents are
in
deported,
some sort of a thing.
With their parents are deported, they're deported.
Yeah.
Go with your mom and dad.
Because you can't keep the kid here without the parents.
Who's gonna fucking take care of them?
Yeah, I'm saying
Our
kid
welfare,
that
our
does not
taxes,
have-
our insurance, our everything. No,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't care if you're from Mexico or you're from Canada. Don't cross our borders illegally. Do it right. Get here right. Now, here's what I would be willing to concess. If our president said all human beings within the borders of the 50 continental or non-continental states, i.e. Hawaii and Alaska, so I don't give a shit how you got to cross the border, you have 7 business days to report to a federal government entity that you are here. If you do so within those 7 business days, you have become a citizen of the United States. I don't care what else you know or do.
The issue with
Our
that
borders are closed.
is there's
You're
going
done.
to be a mass migration
I don't
across
give
the
a
border.
shit. If we take 200 million people in from Mexico over the next 7 days, as long as they get their shit in on
Do
time.
you know what the
I'll take it.
population of the U.S. is?
You're telling me we should just accept all dreamers because they're under the age.
There's
So,
not
fuck it.
200
I don't give a
million.
shit. You can't draw a line between people, right? They're all people.
No. You were being very specific with
I was
my
being
comments.
let's give them 24
We're
hours.
not
Let's give them
taking.
24
We're
hours.
not taking 200 million.
Let's give them
people
24
in.
hours. 200 million people can't cross the border in 24 hours.
Uh,
They can make a goddamn effort at it, and if they do, we will depopulize Mexico and take them over. My opinion is, and I'm goddamn legally allowed to have this opinion, even though I'm not Mexican and I'm not illegal. If you come into my country illegally,
there's only 127 million people in
right?
Mexico.
So worst case scenario, we absorb their entire population. It can be done,
And then the next president's gonna be whoever they elect.
and he can
'Cause
say, "Hey,
they'll
all
then
y'all that
have
came in
the-
illegally, bounce the fuck out." My opinion is, if you enter our country illegally, damned be you and your offspring you brought with you, if our laws change and don't protect your illegal status, because you were illegal to begin with.
whatever actions they do in terms of fixing the system, we need to drastically reduce the flow of people across the border.
Why?
Whatever that is.
Because you're okay with the illegal ones that came over. Why do you want to reduce the flow of the legal ones that come over?
Because when your ship is sinking, you plug the link.
So are you saying our ship is sinking?
You plug the link.
So this may not be the best conversation for Babylon, but are you saying that our ship as America is sinking because of illegal immigration? Or immigration as an altogether item?
I'm not. Our ship is not sinking specifically because.
So we can absorb
of
127 million illegal immigrants.
No, we cannot.
Exactly.
We cannot.
You don't get to fucking illegally come here. You or your offspring, bitches. I'm sorry. I know that your life sucks over there, but you can't come here. We have plenty of homeless people here. We have plenty of homeless underage people here. We have plenty of veterans not being taken care of. Where do we draw the line? Are we supposed to just be humanitarian 100%? Should we follow what the Statue of Liberty says? Send us your poor, send us your sick. We will not turn you away.
Does it say we will not
what
turn you away?
What does it say exactly? You Google it. Because
my battery's like going.
I know,
dead on
but
my
here's
phone.
where I am. This is the other side of my argument. So when I'm like, yeah, no illegal immigration, the flip side of my argument is I almost have to fall back on what the Statue of Liberty says. So Google what the words of the Statue of Liberty says for us as we close out Nebraska Babylon. We have almost gone 40 minutes over.
Really? Oh, wow, we have.
Yeah, we have.
Not like the brazen giant of Greek fame, with conquering limbs astride from land to land. Here at our sea-washed sunset gate shall stand a mighty woman with a torch, whose flame is the imprisoned lightning, and her name, Mother
Wonder
of
Woman?
Exiles. From her beacon hand glows worldwide welcome, her mild eyes command. The air-bridged harbor that twin cities frame, keep ancient lands, your storied pomp, cries she. With silent lips, give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses, yearning to breathe free.
Yearning to be
You're messing me up.
I'm listening.
The wretched refuse of your teeming shore.
So
send
everybody you don't
these,
like.
the homeless tempest tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. So it doesn't say we will not turn them away. And that was made by a French person.
But it's
not an American.
A French person who lost the fight. But send us your tired, your poor, your wretched.
America likes free stuff. We put up that statue.
Give us all your free people.
Not that free stuff.
We like the free labor.
We like
from
the
black
free
people,
statue.
right?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that gets us into another discussion for Babylon. So, anyways, the Dreamer discussion is intense. The end of all things is illegal equals illegal, right? Black and white, no morals involved. If the law says no and you break that law, you deserve the punishments, correct?
Correct.
Then that means if you're a dreamer, you have 6 months before something bad could happen if Congress doesn't figure their shit out. I have a little bit of my
Fix the
drink left.
immigration system.
Fix it, along with Obamacare. Wait a minute.
Screw Obamacare.
Screw
Repeal and
Obamacare.
replace.
Repeal and replace. We need the replace part. Did you finish your glass of wine?
Oh, heck yes, I did.
Oh, wait, hold on. So did I. So, whoa, did you take the mouse from me, bro?
Yes, I took the mouse from you.
My mic is busted. Like, the bike's not busted, the stand is busted. America! If yeah.
I like this one. There we go. Oh,
That's a
really?
super tiny thumb.
Really?
Oh my god.
Okay, let's...
Nathan sucks at being the computer person.
Tools. Large.
Jesus Christ.
There we go. There we go. Oh, wait, it doesn't...
Click
all
on main. Click on computer only. Click on computer only.
There we go.
We're gonna free the shit out of you.
And that is Nebraska Babylon.
We want you guys to follow us at Nebraska Booze and Babble on Facebook, any Booze and Babble on Instagram, and any Booze and Babble on Twitter. Hit us up. We're gonna get more better about Twitter and Instagram, guys. And you can find us on our Facebook page and give us topics to talk about, like the Dreamers. All right, everybody. Once again, connect with us at Nebraska Booze and Babble on Facebook, at NE Booze and Babble on Instagram, and at NE Booze and Babble on Twitter. This has been a Booze and Babble Babylon episode coming at you live, and this has been a Nebraska Booze and Babble official episode.
Productions.
Nbnb Productions. I like it. I like it. Whenever we have a follow-on, we will do it. Hold on. Let me pause.
You don't like